I start with dividend watch this first. Obviously, dividend, when I look at REITs, let's look at the REITs review. This is from the SGX stock screener. This is the REITs index. As you can see, the price has been still low lah. So I think quite obvious. So basically, price low. By the way, can I just check? Price low. If you are happy, don't mind just help me type a 4. If you are sad, don't mind just help me type a 5. Okay, great, great, great. Thank you so much. So a lot of people say that, wow, your REITs lousy lah, never perform. I say, hello, I'm actually not there for the capital gain. Anyway, I'm actually more for the dividend. As long as it continue to give dividend, I'm happy. And so far, I think, yep, I think the dividend has been quite steady. Okay, the dividend has been quite steady. So I'm actually not complaining. I'm actually not complaining. So in fact, I still see opportunities. Same price is low. I think there's still opportunities for me to buy REITs. I have no problem with that. Okay. So basically, my point here is this: I'm not bothered by price drop as long as I still get dividends. Because for REITs, right, I really so far I really don't see a need for them to sell in short term. So I buy REITs. I'm actually prepared to hold for at least 10 years. Okay, because they're buying property, ma. Okay, you think about it now. If let's say, for example, whatever property you buy 10 years ago, today the price has went up, rental has went up, regardless, whatever property you buy. Okay, residential, industrial, commercial, the price would have went up. Okay, or put it even better. If let's say, for example, 50 years ago, if let's say your grandparents leave you a piece of land, whatever lah, maybe in Punggol, today you also strike rich. So I'm really not bothered about price fluctuation. Of course, the only thing that will maybe change is, of course, the capability in giving dividends. So unless the price drop is because they cannot give dividends or cannot give dividends as well, then I'm worried. If not, if let's say due to market movement, due to anything else, besides besides the capability of giving dividend, I'm actually okay. So for REITs is this, I actually try to do DCA lah. So basically every month, I think ideally, what one should do is every month just buy into REITs, like saving deposit, as long as you can find REITs that pass your criteria lah. Okay. I really don't see how you can best time the REITs market. Okay. So my point here is this: I think for 2025 is still good to look at REITs. REITs price still low, REITs price still giving good dividend. I have no complaints. So basically, I'm actually in the next maybe 15 minutes, I want to go through my REITs review. I'm going to show you how exactly I do it. So number one, there's some name change. ARA US Hospitality Trust is no longer called ARA, it's called Acrophyte. Okay, don't ask me why. It's actually quite a funny, if you ask me, quite a name, not say funny, very hard to pronounce. Acrophyte, okay, very hard to remember. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. And Cromwell REIT is now called Stone Wedge. Okay, so some quick revision. Maybe just make a guess. How many REITs do we have listed today? Any change? Anybody make a guess? 39. Thank you so much. It's still 39. Still 39. Okay, so I think over the past, I would say 2-3 years, there hasn't been any new listing. Okay, so there hasn't been new listing. Still 39 REITs. Okay, it's enough for us to play around with. Okay, now, so okay, for those who have seen this before, please bear me for a while. Like I said, every year my REITs review is actually going to be the same, which makes sense. It cannot be like this year I review it this way, next year I review it the other way. So every year my REITs 38 soon. Is it? Oh yeah, probably. Are you referring to like Eagle and EC World? Paragon got delist, man? I haven't heard. Okay, anyway, is the news out already? Okay, anyway, okay, thanks for the note. Maybe I'll find a bit more. I'm surprised. Paragon actually going to delete. I'm surprised. So anyway, thanks for the info. Okay, so I'm actually going to demonstrate to you how I actually, sieve out this 39. Of course, I won't invest in all 39 REITs. So out of these 39 REITs, some I like, some I don't like. So for 2025, what are among these 39 REITs? Or in fact, later you see, I think I chose only about 17 or 18 REITs to keep inside my watch list. Okay, so I'm now actually going to share with you how I come up with the list. So again, yep, you know, this is the process that matters. It's a process that matters. Oh, Jinan, thank you so much. Okay, I probably missed that. Thank you so much. Okay, so number one, I actually look at gearing ratio. So less than 40%. Okay, maybe I show you how the output look like first. Basically, this is eventually the output. I have a 39 REITs listed here. Okay. Then after that, I slowly sieve. Then these are my choices. So I think total about 17 of them left that actually pass my criteria. So number one thing I did here is this. I actually sieve out based on gearing ratio. Why I actually sieve out based on gearing ratio? Because it's the easiest to do. All I have to do is I actually go to this website, www.readdata.com. Then I can get the figures. I can get the figures. So there is no this is the only reason why I actually choose the gearing ratio as the first thing to help me to sieve out. So can remember the criteria. So to pass my gearing ratio test, it must be less than how many percent? Anyone can help me here? Must be less than how many percent? 40. Thank you so much. So this is what I did. I basically all those more than 40% one, I will actually sieve out. Okay, I actually sieve out here all those assets. Obviously, there's two suspended, EC World and Eagle Hospital Trust. They're actually suspended right now. So of course, I'm actually not gonna touch them. So if I sieve them out, I left with 22 REITs. 22 REITs. So actually, for your information, these 22 REITs, I individually of them go and open the presentation slides to actually look for all this information. What is the interest cover? What is the occupancy? Okay, so occupancy must be more than 90%. Interest cover must be more than 3. NPI growth compared to one, I go by financial year. So 2024 versus 2023, the net property income, did it increase or not? That means just the rental. Rental did increase or not? Okay, so obviously I want to choose REITs whereby this is not a hard criteria. It's not like it doesn't increase, then I will actually kick them out. No, because it's actually not easy to meet this criteria. Okay, but it's preferred of course. If they went up, it's something preferred. Then a DPU. DPU is the dividend per unit. Did it increase or not? Again, this is preferred PB less than 1. Okay, most of the time I don't look at PB. So again, this is not a hard rule. This is preferred. And of course, a dividend yield more than 5%. Okay, I will only invest in REITs if the yield is more than 5%. But like I said, this is just a watch list. So let's say, for example, currently this REIT is not 5%. I can still put inside my watch list and wait for the price to drop. Wally, is it a useful criteria? Personally, it's not useful for me. Okay, so what is Wally? A weighted average lease expiry. So how long is the lease gonna expire? Okay, so it's a double-edged sword. Like for example, some people prefer it longer, so that's actually more stable. But for those with longer Wally, right? Okay, the rental growth will be lesser. Okay, because it's locked in already. So let's say, for example, we are in a situation where the rental go up, right? You don't enjoy the rental growth. So whereas if let's say the rent the Wally is lesser, that means it's less stable. That means every 2 years you have to find new tenant. Okay, but if let's say we are in an increasing rent condition, right? Then the rental growth is there. Also, it's a double-edged sword. That's why I wouldn't use Wally as a criteria. Thanks, Charles, for the question. So do me this favor. So I want to have the disclaimer recorded first. So of course, the numbers, I just scrape it off from the internet. I didn't really go and double check. I didn't go and double check. So if you were to go and really put your money down, so please go and go and double check the numbers. Okay, go and double check the numbers. Okay. Also, don't just follow this number blindly because you think about it. I do like, I look at 20 over presentation slides in like, 1 hour, 2 hours time. I may make mistakes. So please also do your own due diligence before I put in. So I'm happy to send you this spreadsheet. Okay. So okay, just in case you cannot remember where I find all these numbers, so what I do is this. You can just go to each individual company website. Like, for example, you go to CapitaLand Integrated Commercial Trust. So under Investor Relations is financial results. Then I go for the full year result. There's this presentation slides. So investor relations, financial results. So you can get all these presentation slides. Also, down here you have to find a bit of the different information. Like for example, we are looking for, as you can see here, okay, occupancy. Occupancy you can find here, portfolio 96.7. Then you want to look for interest cover, MPI, DPU. So usually is okay, there are financials. Okay. Okay, I think I passed it. So sometimes you have to dig a bit. Like MPI, okay, down here you have correct. Okay, MPI, can you see there's a growth here? Okay, MPI, DPU growth. Okay. Then of course you have the leverage. Okay. Okay, down here, so you have the leverage, you have the interest cover. And what else? Okay, then you need to have the NAV lah. So NAV is actually about here. NAV per share. So I've done that. Okay. So I'm happy to give you since I'm the one that actually look through 20 companies. So you spent save you some effort. So we look at that maturity profile across the years. So I only look at it when I want to buy that time. So now I'm actually basically trying to create a watch list, trying to sieve out so I don't. But you're right. If let's say, for example, when I'm out to buy, it's actually good to take a look at this as well. That maturity profile. And what you want is a well spread out. You don't have one particular year more than how many percent? Can someone remember? Okay, what's my criteria? One particular more than how many percent of the debt? Anyone can remember? I have a criteria for this. So this is considered quite well spread out. I can see 10, 19, 18. Okay, 35%. So I usually, if let's say one particular more than 35%, I don't really like it. So yeah. But of course, that is not really a very hard rule. It's more a preference. Okay, so with that, let me go to my Excel. So with that, I have actually found out that some other stocks also don't meet the criteria. Like for example, StarHub Global, interest cover 2.9, so doesn't meet. For Sabana, the occupancy is less than 90%, so that cannot meet. Okay. Okay. Maple Tree Pan Asia, 2.8 interest cover, so fail. United Hampshire 2.6. Then what else? The OUE REIT, so 2.2. Okay, so all this did not meet the test. So give me a test. So basically, removing all this, we only have 17 REIT. Okay, that's how I get my 17 REIT. Okay, because the rest don't even test. Also, I actually do this every year. So of course, things may change. Okay, like for example, I've been quite strict. Even 40.3, a fail is a fail. Okay, so to me, the car 40 means 40. I'm actually quite strict. So of course, next year, maybe the Maple Tree Logistics will pass, or in fact, maybe second half will pass, but I want to be very strict. So that's why I have to do this review every year. So basically for first half 2025, even though I know that Maple Tree Logistics Trust is a good REIT, CDL House Trust is a good REIT, I won't be touching. So for the reason that they actually failed the gearing ratio test. Okay, so out of this 17, okay, still actually quite a bit. I basically categorize them. Okay, I categorize them. I have one segment which is what I call the top choice. Top choice. How I actually segregate them out is this. You can see that for them, both their MPI and DPU is positive. Okay, they are enjoying positive net property income growth compared to past 1 year, and they are also enjoying uh, dividend per unit growth over past one. So in fact, out of the 39, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 REITs, okay, can achieve this. So it's actually not easy. That's why if I want to be so strict, this one is a must. I only can buy from these 6 REITs. Okay, so no lah. So I think the rest also good REITs. It's just that then of course this will be my top preference. Okay, so this will be my top preference. So you have like Capital Commercial Trust, CICT, Capital Escort, Maple Tree, Capital Ascenders, Ames, and Capital DC. So these are the only 6 REITs compared to past 1 year. They have enjoyed net property income growth, DPU growth. Of course, their occupancy is actually more than 90%. Now, for hotel REITs, we can't really measure the occupancy because they go by the room daily. So it's a different. So for hotel NA, is for all hotel REITs actually NA. Okay. And if I were to rank them, okay, I will actually rank them based on their property portfolio. So if you ask me, among these 6 REITs, I like the CapitaLand Integrated Commercial Trust, the property best. Okay. So like for example, okay, maybe can you help me here? Maybe can you just help me name what are some of the properties under CICT? What are some of the properties? Maybe can someone help me here? What are some of the properties? Okay. Oh, Ion is not. Ion is not. I don't think Ion is. No. Ion is not under CICT. Plaza Sing, yes. Okay, Bugis, yes. So you can Raffles City. So basically some of the prominent shopping mall, and of course some of the prominent office buildings as well. Okay, I don't think Ion is. Okay, but okay, you can check it on your own. I really doubt Ion is. So I like that portfolio. If you ask me, like for example, Raffles City has been there since 1988. 1988. So it's you're going to calculate how old. I remember so well is because 1988 I'm Sec 1. Okay, I remember they're opening, they're giving away free water bottle. At that time I'm Sec 1. Then I keep bugging my dad to bring me there to get the water bottle. Then he refused. So until now I still remember. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So Raffles City have been there for 30 over years. It still looks so good, still do so well. That's why I quite like the portfolio. Okay, so again, why I said this is don't forget, you buy REITs, you're buying property. So please don't judge based on numbers. So the portfolio is important. Also, if you ask me, this will be my top choice. If let's say I were to rank among the 17. Okay, now this category is also quite interesting. So how I actually come up with this category is these are the REITs that give dividend yield of more than 7%. Okay, so basically they pass my gearing ratio criteria, they pass my interest cover criteria, and their yield is more than 7%. Okay, so even though you can see that some of them, okay, their DPU actually drops. So in fact, 1, 2, 3, their DPU actually drops. Okay, so down here, if you ask me what is the most interesting, is Capital Escort. And of course, I'm quite sure you all will agree with me that the hotel is doing very well right now. I was told that Marina Bay Sands now one night is 1,000 over already. If let's say you, maybe someone can help me here. So Marina Bay Sands, you want to book per night is about 1,000 plus, actually quite crazy. Okay, hotel rates has definitely went back up like crazy. So of course, service residents actually doing very well. So if you ask me this segment, the Capital Escort Trust will be my favorite. Okay, so these are the 2 segments of REITs that I'll probably focus more attention to. But having said that, okay, all these REITs, they pass they pass my criteria. So the reason they are not in the previous two is either I don't like the property portfolio, or as you can see lah, they are suffering from drop in MPI. Okay, drop in MPI and DPU growth. So Stonewedge, Cromwell, is most of properties are in Europe. Okay, I'm not sure what happening is Europe, but I think they have some property near like Poland and things like that, which is quite near to Ukraine. Okay. I don't know. For those who are interested, maybe you want to spend more attention to understand the property portfolio. Same iREITs in Germany. Okay, I think one of the reason why the NPI grows so much is because the previous year it dropped a lot. So it's not like suddenly improved. Okay. So this segment less interesting. Really, if let's say for example I have no REITs to buy, then I will consider this segment. Oh, okay. But if my point here is this diversification is more important. If let's say for example for whatever reasons I already buy all the REITs here and this here already. Okay. Instead of going to buy back the same REIT again, okay, for me, I will actually want to buy something here for the diversification. Okay, so I repeat that diversification is actually more important, okay, than trying to think that, oh, buy more of the better REIT. Because end of the day, unfortunately for retail investors, what we know is still quite limited. Okay, what we know is quite limited. We still need diversification to hedge us against what they call alpha risk. That means risk related to individual REITs. Okay, we never know. We never know. Oh, so sometimes there's still a lot of things that we don't know. So that's really important. Okay, I repeat what I say. So why I put this list here is because these are very good for diversification. Okay, in the event that let's say for example I already finished buying all these REITs and buying all these REITs here, and I still have the capacity to buy REITs, right? Instead of buying back the same REITs again, okay, I would actually want to buy REITs from here for diversification purposes. And because of that, because diversification is actually more important than trying to think that you have bought a better REIT. Can so that's my REITs review. Any questions so far? Anybody, any questions? Okay, if not, I answer one of the questions. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Kiat Huynh, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Orchard Ion. Okay, sorry, I can't remember all the. Thank you so much for helping me to spot on that. Okay, thanks. Okay, so there was this question I think 2-3 days ago. So would I consider US REITs, given that now more people are going back to office to work, the great office return, as you can see here, will 2025 be the end of remote working? So my answer, okay, of course, different people has different opinion. Okay, I'm just sharing my own personal opinion. My answer is I'm still not interested in US REITs. Okay, the main reason is because none of them pass my criteria. If you go back, okay, none of the US REITs pass my criteria. It's actually all here. Yes. Okay, I think they talk about Manulife. The Manulife is actually here. The gearing is 56.3. I think it's actually very very high, very dangerous. Okay, prime, as you can see, 48. Okay, all close to 50. Kappa, even like Kappa Pacific Oak, 42. Okay, among the US REITs, probably on the better one, but still fill my criteria. So no, I am not going to touch unless they actually pass my criteria. Okay, simple as that. So I'm here to build a dividend portfolio. I'm not here trying to capture a rebound or whatever. So it doesn't make sense for me to take this risk. So you understand, end of the day, for dividend portfolio, you just want to buy and forget. Okay, buy and forget, then that's it, throw there. Like you seriously ask me, what are the REITs that I own? What are the different stocks I own? I cannot tell you. Okay, I probably have like 30 to 40 over different dividend stocks. I don't even remember what I have. I don't even remember what price I get at, because seriously, I just want to buy whole, collect dividend. That's the whole idea. Okay. So if they fail, I'm not going to get. So that is one. The second reason is, as I sort of mentioned, my objective for REIT is steady dividends, not capital gain. Okay, so I think the question was more like, I buy now cheap, then the price go up. Okay, then I benefit. So if it's for capital gain, I think that will be under growth, my growth portfolio. And I won't use REITs. There's actually so many product out there can do better capital gain. So this is my answer to whoever that asked the questions. Hopefully is is an okay answer to you. But basically, nope, I am not looking at US REITs at this point in time. Okay, for EC World REIT, if suspended, will they return the money that investor invest? Yes, if let's say there is any money left lah. Okay, if let's say there is any money left, the last I checked may not have a lot lah, unfortunately lah. So that's why I say it's actually good to diversify. But yeah, if there is any money left after release, they will pay back to the shareholders. Yes, thank you so much, Arvin. Yup, the tax is actually higher for dividends. Okay, but during the good days, when the US REITs are doing fine, their yield is actually very good. I think their yield can hit up to 8-9%. So even after tax, it's actually still not too bad. Okay, Arvin, thanks for your input. Okay, so again, like I said, in the good old days, in the good pre-COVID, whatever, after tax and receive, you can hit about 8-9%. Okay, sorry, 7-8% after tax already. Okay, so it's actually still not too bad because their rental yield is higher. Rental yield is actually quite good. How to diversify to hedge against switch? Sorry, Ken, you may need to elaborate your question a bit. So usually we hedge against certain risks. Okay, we hedge risk. So when you talk about hedge against REITs, what do you mean by that? Because REITs is not a risk. Okay. What risk are you trying to? Okay. So of course, dividend. The REITs is not only my dividend stocks. Later you will see, I will also focus on other instruments for dividends. If that's what you are asking. Okay, maybe you later you see whether I answer your question. So now hanging there and gone case. Yeah lah. Indra, no choice. This is part and parcel of stock investing. So sometimes you make, sometimes you lose. So really, hopefully the end of the day, the game is to make sure you make more than you lose. So no choice. It is what it is. I am also have some stake inside, but luckily very small. Like I said, one out of luckily I diversify. Yeah, but it is what it is. Okay, for diversification, should we buy different type of property REITs and buy logistic instead of more hospitality? So we should, Melvin, I think we should diversify. We should go into different portfolio lah. Okay, I wouldn't say that which is small, but yeah, I think we should get into different property type, unless you don't believe in a particular property lah. So let's say, for example, if you believe that one day, e-commerce will wipe up all the shopping mall, then of course don't buy shopping mall. But if let's say you're okay, you think that eventually 5 years later, we're still going to have hotels, still going to have office, yeah, I think we should have diversified different property types.